What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a wicked Wednesday. Welcome back to the Zachary Muir Show, and let's get this started. So to start off today's show, we're going to talk about orangutans and them getting down and dirty. The Appenhall Primate Park, a zoo in the Netherlands, is using an orangutan Tinder to help find mates. And it's almost exactly what you're thinking, except there won't be swiping left or right. Instead, zookeepers will show potential mates to their female Sambia using a tablet. Now, it isn't as easy as they initially hoped, because the first tablet they handed Sambia, she immediately destroyed. So now they are seeking orangutan-proof glass before continuing the research. The goal of the 4-year-long research is the same as Tinder, to increase the chances of finding a mate. Now, a similar tactic was used last year at the Wilhelm Zoo in Stuttgart, Germany, but instead of the tablet, they used a MacBook through a window, and instead of pictures, they used video dating. For orangutans, appearances appear to be an important factor in choosing a partner, zoo official Marianne Holtketter said. Apparently, many females find the cheeks attractive. And with this information, get those male orangutans to start doing squats. Get them glutes nice and firm. Now, I don't know how they'll do this, but this isn't my job. That's the zookeepers. Now, the orangutan first became endangered in the 1970s and 80s with illegal logging in Indonesia, where 80% of wild orangutans are found. Today, researchers remain uncertain to how many orangutans there are in the wild, but estimates put around 45 to 60,000. And that is including both Bornean and Sumatran species. I think whatever works, works. If you gotta show them pictures, show them pictures. If you gotta show orangutans video dating, show the orangutans video dating. If it means keeping the species around, I'm all for it. So I ask you guys, what do you think of orangutans using their own Tinder? Also, what do you find attractive in others? Let me know in the comments below. And in science news, researchers digging in British Columbia's Shale Burgess have discovered a 500 million year old fossil of a lobopodian named Otovermus cribatus. I think I said that right. Otovermus cribatus. A stubbly worm-like creature with as many as 30 limbs combed the seafloor during the Cambrian period, according to new research. And its bizarre appearance and behavior are both unlike anything seen before. The newly described animal was only a few inches tall and filter fed by waving its body back and forth to scoop up tiny prey. And given its extreme age and physical characteristics, it is said by scientists to be one of the earliest examples of arthropods on the fossil record. Arthropods, which lobopodians are an extremely early example of, have gone on to become one of the most successful animal groups on the planet, nearly encompassing 80% of all known species. Today, arthropods are divided into several subgroups, including chilicrates, a group that includes spiders and scorpions, crustaceans, insects, and myriapods, millipedes and centipedes. Prior to the emergence of these groups, early arthropods included tardigrades, velvet worm, and the extinct lobopodian. And the discovery of the Otovermus cribatus has made it the most primitive known member of the panarthropods. So this is all kinds cool to me. I like seeing where things come from, how they evolved, just how things are made, all of that. And to see a source, or as close to, is amazing, because you get to see what it originally looked like. But that's me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And to all smokers in New Brunswick, get ready for a price increase as of today, because a 25 pack of smokes will now cost $6.25 in taxes, and that's without HST. A regular pack will cost anywhere from $8 to $13, and it is expected to generate $25 million in revenue. And in a government press release, Finance Minister Kathy Rogers said that the tax revenue will be used for education, health, and more. Taxes on tobacco are imposed to discourage smoking and to help pay for the additional costs smoking imposes on our health system, Rogers said. At Corner Grocery in St. John, night manager Jeff Elliott said that most customers buying cigarettes already knew about the tax, and that as he himself is a smoker, he's not too pleased with something that is already heavily taxed being increased. And he echoes the voice of a lot of other smokers there, but I think it's justified. The damage that is done by smoking needs to be paid somehow, and if you're going to do it, I say then you pay for it. You know that they're bad for you, you know that they'll cause cancer, and you should quit, but you won't or you can't. So instead, tax the thing that causes the damage and help pay for the damage. And yes, I can admit that addiction is a thing, but that doesn't stop the damage that it does either. And cigarettes are legal. So they need funding to treat the people affected by it, and then funding needs to come from somewhere. And yes, I could show you graphs and do a whole after-school special speech about how you should quit smoking. But this is real life, and things are never easy as you want them to be. So instead, decide for yourself and think about it. If you're fine with what it does to you, okay. But if you honestly want to quit, you should seek help, be it professional or personal. So I ask you, if you smoke cigarettes now, what price would cause you to stop buying? Or would you always pay whatever the price is? And if you don't smoke, have you ever? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And our final bit of news, Senate Republicans did something crazy and pushed through with President Trump's top cabinet nominees after a boycott from the Democrats. Republican lawmakers on the Senate Finance Committee, the panel that oversees the nominations for Steve Mnuchin as Treasury Secretary and Representative Tom Price to be the Secretary of Health and Human Services, had gathered for the second day in a row, with Democrats on the committee refusing to show up. Committee Chairman Orrin Hatch, a Utah Republican, pointed to the extraordinary circumstances surrounding the gathering and allowed the Republicans there to vote to suspend the committee rules. Now, the Democrats on the Finance Committee have raised serious concerns before about the misrepresentations that both Price and Mnuchin have made before the Senate. Under committee rules, it is required that at least one Democrat be present for the panel to vote to send a nominee to the Senate floor. And on Tuesday, not a single Democrat showed up, putting the two nominations to a standstill. But with the committee rules suspended, the 14 Republicans in the room voted to move both Mnuchin and Price's nominations to full Senate, without even a member of the opposite party in the room. Hatch said that the Senate parliamentarian had approved of the procedural maneuver and insisted to reporters afterwards that it was a just utilization of the rules. "This is all approved by the parliamentarian," he said. "I wouldn't have done it if it hadn't been." And I hate to admit this, but I agree. If you're going to fight for something, fight for it. Don't just sit back and hope that it works out for you. Because look at this. You had no one there, and even with the rules, they suspended those and still got it through. And I can understand the Democrats trying to take advantage of the rules themselves, but fight back. And with this administration, they will do whatever they need to get what they want done. And they are slowly proving this. And with Trump's pick for Supreme Court, and him possibly picking another two within his term, things could really change. So if you think something is wrong, do something about it. Don't just expect good to happen. Because as much as we want it, we are given reminders that the world does not always work that way. So do as much as you can to sway it in the positive. So I ask you, what do you think about what the Republicans did? Do you think it's a dirty and underhanded tactic? Or do you think that they were in the right? Let me know what you think in the comments below and why. So that'll be today's show. I hope you all enjoyed watching it. Like, comment, subscribe, and share it with everyone. And I'll see you tomorrow with a new one.